So hi everyone, this is me Rituraj and you are watching and talk with me. So welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to understand what is design pattern. Basically, before proceeding further, we need to understand what design pattern actually is. So what is design pattern? So design pattern is basically a reusable solutions to the commonly occurring problem in the software design. Okay. So let's say you are designing any software. For example, let's say you are creating any website and let's say there are two developers. So if you ask this developer to develop the software, he will have his own way of developing a software and this person will have his own way of developing the software. So obvious thing is that like there is no standard procedure. So like once these software will be developed, there will be lots of problems coming while migrating or while let's say you are trying to add any new feature or any modification you want to make, you will be facing a lot of problems. Okay, so let's say there are some problem p1 p2, there are lots of problems you will be facing. So what design pattern actually does is it is basically a way of developing a software. Like if you are going to follow these and follow this approach and you will be developing this software, then there might be some of the problems might be reduced. Okay, so these problem or it can be eliminated or reduced. So that is a design pattern. We will be discussing more about like when we will be discussing about let's say singleton design pattern, and we will be discussing about observer design pattern and all those stuff. So there we will be seeing what singleton, what observer design pattern and other things are. Moving forward, just wanted to mention here is that Christopher Alexander was the one who actually like invented design pattern in the year of 1977, and post that there are gangs of four. Mainly these were the people like Rich Gama, Richard Hell, Ralph Jensen, and John Villiers. So these people actually in 1995 published one book, and there they discussed almost everything about design pattern, all the other types of design pattern and all those stuffs. Okay, so that was a brief intro about what design pattern is. I'm hoping that you will get a fair understanding of what design pattern is, and you'll things will be more clear once we'll be learning more about these things. Now let's come to the types of design pattern. So there are mainly three types of design pattern. The first one is the creational design pattern. The second one is structural design pattern, and third is the behavioral design pattern. Mainly all the design pattern, whatever you have, like whatever we are going to learn in this series, like singleton design pattern or prototype design pattern or let's say observer design pattern, whatever we are going to learn in this series. So these all are categorized mainly in the three types. First is creational design pattern. So what is creational design pattern? Creational design pattern basically focuses on the object creation mechanism. So from the name only you know that this design pattern is mainly concerned about the object creation. So how you should be creating an object so that minimum problem you will be facing. So creational design pattern focuses on the object creation mechanism and control on the object instantiation. Object instantiation means object creation mainly. So in the creational design pattern, whatever like singleton design pattern or prototype design pattern, these come under creational design pattern. Mainly we are more concerned about object creation. Moving forward, we have structural design pattern. Structural design pattern deals with the composition of classes and objects to form a large and complex structure. Okay, so these design pattern actually focuses more on mainly with the help of class like is a relationship, has a relationship, inheritance. We will be combining all of those stuff so that we can make a more complex structure. Moving forward, we have the behavioral design pattern. Behavioral design pattern addresses communication between the object and assignment of responsibility. Okay, so let's say by example, if you can understand, this mainly concerned about how two objects will be behaving with each other. That's basically a behavioral design pattern is. So let's say if a given example is, for example, we have observer design pattern. Okay, so observer design pattern actually comes under this behavioral design pattern. So what observer design pattern actually does is, uh, it will keep an eye on this object, and whenever things will be available, it will just go ahead and notify it. So in Flipkart, you might have seen that there is a, like, let's say if some things are, you want to buy a shirt or t-shirt, so it is kind of out of stock. So what you do, you simply click on notify me button. So what you are actually doing is, observer kind of observer object is created that is keeping an eye on this one. Once the things will be available on the stock, it will just send an email to you that this is available now, you can now buy it. So that was it about design pattern. We will be learning more about these things, like creational, structural design pattern, mainly like singleton design pattern, prototype design pattern, observer design pattern. If I give an example of a structural design pattern, it's kind of abstract design pattern comes under this. Abstract design pattern came into the structural design pattern. So yeah, that was it in this video. If you have any problem in understanding this, or you want any more elaboration on this one, just do let me know down in the comments below. I try to explain it in a more better way, whatever possible. Okay, so that's all in this video. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, just give us a thumbs up so that this video reaches to a larger number of audience. Thank you everyone.